Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, this week we've managed to get 30 buckets of spuds into the back bed. I'll go through all of what we're going to be showing you late in a bit. Just got back from the car boots. It's Sunday the 7th today of April 2024 for all you time travellers and people with amnesia. Yep, my brother's birthday today. 51 years. I was going to laugh, then I realised I'm a lot older than him, so we'll leave it there. But yeah, birthday, happy birthday, little Mona lot. Who would have believed it? The church didn't know the Antichrist has been on earth for 51 years. I've always known. I'm only joking. Anyway, yeah, birthday boy. I'm sure he'll have something to say about this clip. But we've just got back from the car boots. Fortunately, it wasn't raining when we were there, so we got a few coins. I bought a few coins. Not special, well, maybe a Team GB 2020, not meant for circulation. You could only get it in bulk sets, and when they realised that there wasn't going to be games that year, they cancelled them. So there was only a few, not many made of them. It was only 2021 when they come out, so we bought one of them, and you won't believe how much you pay for it. £1, along with a load of other coins. So I'll show you them in a bit at the end of the video. This week, I was going to do a video, some rainbow sweet corn, and I was going to put it up on April Fools, and I thought, let's have a bit of a fun with you, because some of you might think, there's no such word as rainbow sweet corn, but there really is. And I sold some, and I can't believe just how things have gone with that corn. Some people will go, give over, you're winding us up, but no. I'm going to take you in the front greenhouse in a minute. I'm going to show you me sowing the sweet corn. We put it in on the 1st, and I've actually went in there a little bit earlier, and well, you'll see at the end of the clip what I see. Well guys, don't let us kid you. It's April Fool's Day today, and we're doing some rainbow sweet corn. Yep, you heard it, rainbow sweet corn. And yeah, the corn comes all different colours on the cob. So we're just doing a tray of them here. Right, so how many we got? We got 30, so let's hope there's more than 30 in the pack. So these are the rainbow sweet corn. Oh, look at that, all different coloured sweet corn. Right, let's get them in. There's some blues, some reds, yellows, purples. There's even brown there. Yeah, these should be good when they come up. Who would have believed it? Rainbow sweet corn. Make sure I get a few of these brown ones in. Oh, there's a nice one. Did I drop one in that hole? I don't know if I did or not. Well, it looks like it could get 2 in it. I think we've covered them all. How many seeds we got left? I'm just pushing these down to the bottom, making sure you come in contact with the soil. Very important. Actually, this is clover multi-purpose compost. Right, we'll save these seeds. By the way, they're the seeds, the seed pack itself, and they're called popcorn, Indian popcorn, and they're called Festa. So what we need now is this water. Again, this is normal tap water which has been left in the greenhouse for a few days, so all the chlorine evaporates out of it. And what we're doing, as we do with all the corn, we make sure it gets wet to start it off. And as we're doing this, the hole's actually filling in around the sweet corn. I think the problem this year is keeping all the seeds alive, all the seedlings alive, because the water's out on the allotment. What I'm doing now is just adding a bit of compost, more compost over the top. There we go. And we're going to throw, so it's an Indian popcorn, sweet corn, multicoloured corn, so we'll have to find somewhere to put this, but it'd be interesting to see if any of it comes up. Right, no more water, that's how we're gonna leave it. I need to get some trays and what have you, and then we can crack on. So we've got quite a lot of sweet corn actually sold now. I think we're going to move on to doing pricking some more tomatoes out and doing them as well. Anyway, short of time here, so I'm going to have at it, crack on.
Well guys, this is crazy. This sweet corn is germinated and it's all seems to all be coming up, and this is that rainbow corn. We only sold it on the 1st, it's the 7th today. 7 days and look at it. I don't understand why this corn is not happening with this corn at the moment, but wow, this stuff is doing really well.
So blow me, yeah, it's all come up, started to come up this week. I can't believe how it's only six days it took to germinate. It's amazing, isn't it? But yeah, that is it's an Indian popcorn. I think it's not much good for making for much other than popcorn and making bread. It's pretty good for that, but we've got a pile of corn, and we will be putting a lot of it into the beds, try and get it in all at the same time, because I don't want to put it in 2 weeks, 3 weeks after the next lot, because what happens, it gives the squirrels a time to get at it. But yeah, that's what we did, and it's up, it's come. So my method, it works. We don't use heated greenhouses, guys. There's no heat in my greenhouses. All we use is natural light from that sun up there when it's out, and we get great results. I come in here this morning after coming back from the car boots, and I come to this scene. It was like a bloody massacre.
Oh, you're a bad cat, you are. Bloody, I can't believe it. She's caught. That's a long-tailed tit. There's not even any meat on it, and you've... Hey, little bugger. Got to go and put that in the pet cemetery. She's, honestly, that cat. She won't mind if she doesn't. She gets fed, and... Well, she's on a roll this week. She's had 3 voles on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, Saturday today, and she's had a long-tailed tit, and she gets fed twice a day like that. Unbelievable. Little bugger.
So I had to clear all that away. Thank you, Buttercup, by the way, for that. You naughty cat. Yeah, she took a long-tailed tit out, and I think I can blame myself for that, because I've got these bird feeders. The bottom is broken on that, and the seed must have fallen out and it's gone onto the floor. Well, the birds have all straight onto it. She's been waiting, hiding in the rhubarb, because the rhubarb's up now, and she'd come flying out of it. So I took some of the rhubarb so she couldn't do it, and we couldn't do it anymore. And well, let me show you this rhubarb what we harvest, and we had a few eggs as well. I'll tell you a bit more what we did
I'll
with
just
them.
come down to get some rhubarb and some eggs. My eggs, my rhubarb, and we took some from there anyway, and it'll soon grow back. But we've got a pile of it, and that's just some of it. So yeah, rhubarb crumble, here we come. Make some cakes for them eggs.
So we got a nice pile of rhubarb there and some eggs. I went home and I did myself some rhubarb crumble, and I did myself a sponge cake, and I heard the front door go off. Who's that at the front door? And I heard all this cackling going on in the front room. Pops my head round the corner, and there are mates. Oh, what's that smell? That smells nice. Yeah, it did. And I managed to get a tiny bit of it because they polished it all off. First the crumble went. I'll do the custard. Oh, will you? Yeah. So I had a little bit of custard and a tiny bit of rhubarb crumble. They had bloody bowls of it. When it come to the sponge cake, I had a tiny little slice, and the rest of it was divided by the four of them. So that was that gone. I didn't even have a chance to film it because it was all cackling. Yeah, so they said, "Are you going to make some more?" I said, not while you're here, I'm not. So maybe in a week when I know they're all in work and what have you, I think we're going to have another go at that. And who knows, I might show you how to make me rhubarb crumble. It's absolutely to die for, guys. But anyway, back to the allotment. This week, we took a load of more seeds over to the community room and put some more seeds in. Let me show you what we just put in there.
Well, I've been adding more seeds into the community room. These are flowers. I've just added these. In fact, he added twice as many. They've gone. This is what's left. They go pretty quick. The good news is that they're not disappearing all in one go. So as long as you don't disappear in one go, keep adding them. But hopefully it'll remain like that. And everyone should get a few packs of seeds.
No, this time we put some flowers in as well. So see how that goes. As long as these little tea leaves don't take the lots and just take a few, we'll keep doing it. As soon as I see it all gets taken, that's it. End of story. I won't be putting any more in there, but that's the seeds. I've still got tons of seeds in the car there. They're all in date as well, so I do this every year for them. Don't have to, but you know, it's just the way I am. Idiot. I've got a tip off. We may have the water on tomorrow, but you know, allegedly. That rain and that wind out there now. Oh good God! I've got to get to the car in a bit. She's fast asleep in her bed, so she's all right. But yeah, that wind's really bad. Yeah, so they're going to come and hopefully fix the water. So we may have water on here. I hope we do, because I had to strangle up the bloody path with 3 big water cans the other day. They must weigh about £100 each, and nearly killed me carrying them. But yeah, we've got them in the greenhouse, so it's drinking water that I needed. I've got water. I mean, surrounded by water in the water butts, but it's for sowing seeds. It's really important that you use fresh tap water left in the greenhouse for a few days, and then use that to water your seeds before. You've seen the results. What I have, everything seems to germinate, and then bags have been really successful this year. The only trouble is I've got about 20 bags full of tomatoes, and I've got to start pricking them out. I've got loads of brassicas. Again, I've got to put them into bigger pots. So this is all, it's going to be a factory going on over the next few weeks. And I've also got to get this greenhouse sorted out, get the frames in and frames here, and I've got to acclimatise Buttercup to that process. She'll be alright, I assure you. And we'll get the tomatoes in here, and we'll start putting tomatoes in the front greenhouse. All the chilies will go in the back greenhouse, cucumbers and everything else will be going in. So that's the plan. But we had to start to clear all the compost out of it. That's what we've been doing this week. On the second, it was quite nice actually. The weatherman said, "Oh, it's going to rain all day," so we come down to the allotments and the sun was out. So I thought, "Yeah, oh, it's going to rain, is it?" So I got all my gear out and we did 10 buckets. And then we turned up on the 3rd. We did another 10 buckets, and I wish I'd done the other 10 buckets, because when I turned up on the 4th to do it, it was raining like this. But I managed to get them in. And I got a chest infection from it. Thank you very much, Mark. But I wasn't going to give up. I was going to do it whether it killed me or not. But we've got the potatoes in now. We did 30 litre buckets of potatoes. So we did 6 varieties. We did 5 buckets of each. We started off with the Penton Javelin. We went on to the Swift. We did the Casablanca. We did the Maris Piper. Then the Sao Palmera, and we finished with a Desiree. I might stick a few more in yet, I don't know, do a few more buckets, because the price of the bloody price of them, we'll talk more about that after the video. So what you're going to see now is me doing the first row of buckets. We bury them into the ground, you see me doing that. We do a quick interlude in the middle where you see 4 buckets, and you'll see how many spuds I put in each bucket, which I put 3 potatoes with the clover, and we've got this potato grow mold which we buy from the shop. We get 2.5 kilos of it for, I think it's about £2.50. It's cheapest you're going to get anywhere, and we got loads of it. So you're going to see me using that as well. The very last clip, it was raining, so you're going to see. I'm going to speed that up, but I got to tell you, it stopped. Well, listen to it. It's not stopped hammering it down. It's rained every day this week. At the night time, it's been even worse. So what you will do in the video at the end of it, you see me, I'll leave it open, the bucket's open for one night, and then I put a tarp over them, and you'll see the reason why I put the tarp a bit at the end of the video. So let me get you down there now and show me doing these spuds. So we've done 30 buckets, but each one of them are 30 litres, so it was tough work doing it, I tell you. Get another 2 bags. Get me potatoes. Get me I think I'm going to use some potato grow more this year, see how that goes, and then we can have at it. So we'll get another 2 bags and we'll be right back. Wet through that bugger. So there's no going back today. I have to do these 10 buckets. I'll go and get the potatoes and get the grow more. I've got my shovel,
everything's to hand. When you're doing these jobs, make sure you've got everything in place. You don't want to start mucking around looking for things. Get it all where you're going to be working. Makes it so much easier. But, yeah, these are 60 litre bucket. These are 60 litre bags, 30 litre buckets, 5 bags, 10 buckets. So them should do them 10 buckets. So I'm going to go and get the potatoes now, and the fertilisers. I think we're going to do some Penton Javelin and some Swift. They're the first ones we're doing. So I'll give you a quick look at what we're growing. This is what we're going to start off first, and then tomorrow I think we'll repeat the process, and that's if it's not raining, and the day after that we'll finish them off. We're going to be doing 30 buckets in total, but today I'm just doing 10. So what you're looking at there are me Penton Javelin. We're going to do 5 buckets of them, and we're doing these Swift. Now it's the 2nd of April today, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to obviously write the date on, and these are the potatoes that we're going to use. They look quite chitted up quite well, all of them. So what we've got to do now is dig a trench there, put 5 buckets in, and then we can start thinking about putting the potatoes in the buckets. So I'm going to dig a trench here now. I've got my shovel here. There's my shovel. So I'm going to be using that. It's going to be a bit tight in here, but hey, it is what it is. Right, onwards and upwards. I'll set the camera up, give you a quick look at the trench. It's not going to be a big deep thing. It's, you know, about 3-4 inches deep, just enough to cover the holes in the buckets. That's what it's there for. Anyway, I am in a position where I cannot stop, so I need to continue. So we'll crack on, and we'll show you little snippets as we're going along. So we've got this first row of buckets in. Now I'm going to add I think the second row. I don't know how to do the second row first, and then it's going to be awkward Now I'm just going to do the first row. I'm going to put the first row of I think we're going to do Swift in the first row. So I'll put these 2 planks in here so I can stand on them. I'm bloody sinking in the soil here. So give me a moment or two. We're going to add the compost into them. I'm filling the buckets completely to the top. We're not messing about. We only fill them halfway when we're in the greenhouse, you know, so we can top them up. And it just gives us something to do over the winter. But now we're just going to shove them straight in, compost over the top, and hopefully they'll all come up. So what I've got to do is add the compost. So I'll get a couple of bags of compost here. We're going to put them into the buckets. We'll dig down, drop the potatoes in, backfill them. Obviously we're going to add some blood, fish and bones, so what I'll probably do is do half a bucket, add the grow more, mix it all in, and add the rest in on the top. And this should be complete. Right, anyway, onwards and upwards. So that is the potato grow more. I'm just going to mix it in. About 2 to 3 inches off the bottom of the bucket. In goes a spud. So now, just going to put more compost over the top of these, and obviously put the label in. It's the 2nd of April today, so give me a moment. I'll open another bag and we'll have at it. So there we go, there's the first buckets. Now I've got to repeat the process. So I'm just going to tidy up here and we'll get on with the next buckets. So there we have it, 3 potatoes per bucket, and I'm going to bury them another 2-3 inches deep in that bucket there, and then about 3 inches off the bottom. That's all I've got to do. and then we just top them up with some compost, some more clover, and that's it. And we've got another 5 buckets done. Well, there we go, 20 buckets now. 10 yesterday, 10 today, 10 tomorrow. So we've got the Penton Jafflin, Swift, we've got the Casablanca, and we've also got the Maris Piper. Tomorrow we're going to do the Desiree and the South Palmyra, and that's it. And then this bit here, just right in front of me, be that pea frame will be going in, and then we'll be putting the peas out in a week or two. And once we've got them last potatoes in here, then I can start concentrating on the middle greenhouse, then setting all my canes in for me tomatoes and my aloes. So that's another job to do. Right guys, I've decided I'm going to get pneumonia. I'm going to dig this trench out in this drizzle. I can't be waiting anymore. I've lost my patience now, and I want to get this. Want to get these last 5 buckets in. So you might get some water on the lens there of the camera. I don't know, but at the moment, oh, it's bloody hell. It's getting worse. Right, we're going to have a go at it. So here we go. Sod the weather. I don't think the spuds are worried. We're too worried about the spuds getting wet, but it's starting to come down really strong now, this rain. I'm just going to wipe the lens on the camera. I don't know if that's made it blurry or not. Wow, look at that rain now. Really should throw some compost into these buckets, then I can use the bag to cover the potatoes. Not that it matters. It's coming down a lot harder now. Right, we're going to get the compost into the beds now. It's getting pretty muddy here, pretty gnarly, but I want to get this done. So here we go, let's have at it. Well, there we go, 30 buckets of potatoes are in there. Starting from the front, we've got Pence and Javelin, we've got Swift, we've got Casablanca, we've got Maris Piper, we've got Sal Palmero, and we've got Desiree in all them buckets. I'm going to let the rain hit it today, give it a complete drenching. Tomorrow I'm going to cover it with a tarp. We don't want them to get too bogged down in the water, you know, compost. Don't want to get it too wet, but just wet enough. They've all got the labels in, they've all been banked up. Just here, we're going to put that P frame, will be going here shortly. And in a go of the peas. So yeah, we're getting on with things, but I'm absolutely drenched, so I'm going to go and get out this shirt while I can before I end up with me death. Well guys, I've got this tarp. I'm going to put it over the top of the potatoes, and the reason why I'm putting it over the top of the potatoes, because it's not stopped raining for days and days and days. Now, we finished these off yesterday and it rained last night, so what I'm going to do is cover them and leave them covered for about 2 weeks until the weather changes and it gets a bit more stable. Like I say, at the moment the weather's just horrendous, and putting this tarp over them won't make no difference whatsoever. Watching bugger there. So I'll quickly throw it over and I'll show you what it looks like when we've done. So we've got the tarp over the top of these potatoes at the moment. Bricks at the back, and in about 2 weeks time I would say the weather will be a bit more settled, and then we'll take the tops off. Obviously we're going to be putting fleece over them as well. Normally around about the 7th of May, that's when I take the fleece off them, or they should be okay. There'll be the last frost around about that time, but yeah, at the moment it's all looking good here. So we've got the potatoes, we've got the garlic, we've got onions. I've got to sort all my tomatoes now, my brassicas, and we're getting there. Well, it rained pretty hard again last night. As you can see, this is why we've put the cover onto these buckets. Imagine all that water going into the buckets every single day. It's just not going to do the potatoes any good, so this is why we've done what we've done. Look at that, how it's pulled up. Buttercup over there, she's gone into her favourite place. Looks like she fancies a bit of meat. She'll be waiting for them voles to come out and then she'll jump on them. She had 3 while I was doing this the other day, when I was doing this these last couple of buckets, so down here. She was over there catching 3 voles, and she had every one of them. Little bugger. But yeah, just imagine though guys, if I hadn't covered these over, that's how much water would have got into that. It was, I mean, the potatoes would have rotted in the bloody buckets. That's why we've got this cover on at the moment. When the weather warms up and the sun comes out, then it's a different matter. You know, we'll be pumping water in like that each day, but not at this stage anyway. So yeah, it just shows you. I think it was the right decision. We left them to get wet one night, completely drenched, so they've had at least this amount of water. I've covered them over. In about 2 weeks time we'll lift the fleece, the cover off, to see what's happening underneath. Again, if it rains then we'll put it back over. However, if the potatoes start to come up, then I'm going to cover it in fleece. I will be putting a fence along here just to retain the the potatoes, stop them all flying all over everywhere. Probably wondering how I water them. Well, we've got that water tank there, and we just set the hose up into the pots, and that's how we do it. Takes about half an hour to do all the pots, but yeah, the results are striking.
So there you go, 30 buckets we did, and they're all covered up as you saw there. Now you see that water what was settled on the top of them. Now can you imagine, we finished them on the 4th, it's rained every night, and they've all filled up with water. We've taken the water off the buckets and covered them back over. So the initial first night we left them open to get wet. I didn't have to water them, so the compost has got enough water in them, so we didn't need to water them again. So they're going to that cover's going to stay on there now for at least 2 or 3 weeks. If they come up before, what we'll do, got a drip coming from this window here for some reason. Got a felt it on my hand then. But what we'll do is once they come up, we'll put fleece over them, because you definitely don't want to have them uncovered. I take the covers off around about May the 7th, May the 8th, and then they're good to go. They won't, because that's normally the last frost on here, so you just got to be very careful what you do when you take them off, because some years they've caught the frost. We've left it thinking that was it now, and then we got frost the bloody night after, and it took 1 or 2 of them out of it. So yeah, we got 30 buckets, and I was looking at I actually bought some potatoes from Asda this week, and the price of them are absolutely gone through the roof. They reduced the bags from 2.5 kilos down to 2 kilos, and they put the price up from 160 to 190. So they've taken Spuds out and they've increased the price. It's absolute shocking now these supermarkets are ripping everybody off, and they're getting away with it. They're getting away with it because we let them get away with it. If you stop buying them from them supermarkets and buying from other places like farms, they'd soon bring the prices back down. Tomatoes, 6 little tomatoes, 90 pence. 90 pence. A cucumber, 80 pence. Unbelievable. Now, a lot of people think, oh, it's only 80 pence, only 90 pence, but we buy them when we haven't got them, we buy them. So we use a hell of a lot of them. And the price of everything's just gone up. It's just crazy. So we've got growing lots of potatoes this year, lots of tomatoes, lots of chilies, lots of everything. Just listen to that rain. It's absolutely terrible. Look here, I've got my brolly out there, so we're going to have to swim back over to the plot. But before we swim over there, let me show you these coins that I bought this week.
Well, we've been buying a few coins, mainly online. These ones we bought online just recently, and this Strike Your Owns, I think this was the last one. I've just got this a week or 2 ago, and this one, for me to go to the Royal Mint, it probably cost me about 60 quid, and these are about, I think I paid 18 quid, 20 quid for them, so each. So 2 trips, 20 quid each, saved myself 80 quid at least. This guy was selling a few of these coins today on the car boot, and he wanted £3 each for them. So I thought, what the hell? So I bought the lot, and well, Mary Rose, that's got to be worth a tenner. And then you got these two, the Roundall and well, the 2 underground coins. Again, they got to be worth 5 quid each. And these are just normal, you know, a couple of quid, 3 quid. That one might be worth about 4. This one always reminds me of Sputnik, Marconi's wireless. But yeah, it always reminds me of Sputnik. And then we paid £1 each for these. A couple of 1997s, but it's the dye marks which were different on these. There's about 17 different dye marks on this, the 1997. And there was one which was a bit bosh. Anyway, we've got a new one to replace the one that was a bit scratched. But there's a few there, a few commemoratives, lots and RAM. And yeah, then we got these as well. Like I say, we paid £2 each for them. These are worth about 3-4 quid. This one, I can't believe I got this. It's a 2020 GB Team GB, and again, there was all for two quid each, so we got that as well. This was the year that the mint well, actually it was cancelled, wasn't it, 2020? I think it was 2021 that it took place. So yeah, £2 each for them. So we did all right. So yeah, that's what we've been wasting his money on this week, and thought I'd share them with you.
So yeah, we did all right. We paid £1 each for the 50p's. I think the cheapest one would be worth about £1.50. But the Team GB, yeah, it's worth it 20 quid at least. Bloody thunder. I think it's thunder. Ooh, getting worse. I don't want to be in the greenhouse is sorted. It was built proper. Touch wood. Buttercup, not bothering her, she's fast asleep. Yeah, but like I said, the coins, we did all right. The Mary Rose is worth at least 8 quid. We paid 3 quid for that as well. I've got hundreds of them coins. I don't know why I even bought them, especially when I've got probably 20 of each of them, you know. But we buy them because we know there's a premium on them and people will buy them. And one day when I pop my clogs, the kids are going to have a nice nest egg. Simple as that. Strike your owns, not so much, but for me to actually go to the Royal Mint and to come back and to pay to get in there and to buy the thing and food, it's going to cost me 80 quid every time I go down there. So go on eBay, I think I paid 18 for one and 20 for the other. So I bought 2 coins, 40 quid, strike your owns. To go to the Royal Mint twice, because they bring these out, one coin comes out every month, so if you've got to, that's 2 trips to the Royal Mint, there's 160 quid, so you know, do the maths. I'm saving myself 120 quid. But that's what it would cost me to travel there and back. Bloody car's a 2 litre diesel guzzling estate. And it's a fair way to Swansea. I've been there a few times. I've been to the Royal Mint a few times. Don't get me wrong, but I've been that many times. I've been that many times. It's the same thing every time you go there. So all I'm going for is the coins. So it was easy for me to buy them on eBay. A lot cheaper as well. Anyway, that's it for this one. Next week we will be working in here. We will be working around Buttercup. We won't be wigging around. And you're going to see some changes in here. Hopefully we'll be able to get, maybe you can get some tomatoes in here. The tomatoes are this big now in that greenhouse, the back front greenhouse that is. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing next week. We'll be doing a load of pricking out of tomatoes and what have you. I'm probably going to use 1% of all the tomatoes I've grown this year for myself. The rest of them I just spread the love. The old fella is on my case. How are them tomatoes doing? I said, they're getting there, Dad, don't worry, you'll have a load of them. I says, he says, you got money maker? I said, yeah. And about Gardener's Delight? I said, yeah. He said, Alicante? Yeah. Elsie Craig? He says, have you got any of them plum tomatoes? I said, what, you mean the Roma? I says, yeah, got Roma. He says, how about them Tigerella? I says, yeah. I said, hey, your greenhouse ain't that big, you know. He says, just bring them. I'll find a place for them all. So yeah, and I've got hundreds of them, literally. So they won't even be giving me dad 30 tomatoes. It won't even be a dint in what I've got there. You just have to prick them out and just get them all potted on. But I think we get this greenhouse sorted first, and then we'll get on with the tomatoes pricking out, and we've still got all the cabbages yet to do as well. Exciting times. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week it won't be so exciting. I'm in hospital twice. Saturday, bone density scan yet again, and yeah, we're going to be starting a new medication next week. So it's another injection for the rest of my life in my arm every month. So I've got to spend an hour in hospital to see her don't foam at the mouth and froth and, you know, fall over dead. It's a new trial drug for my lungs, and hopefully it'll do something good. But I've still got to have another injection for the rest of my life anyway, so it kind of sucks. But if it works, it'll be a Brucey bonus. So I'll show you them clips as well next week when we come to doing the frames. I'll show you how they work. They're pretty awesome. I'm sure you'll be wanting to try them. Right, it's onwards and upwards. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe, keep warm, and goodbye for now. Now I'm going to get blown across the allotments now to get to my car, and I've got to get through them bloody gates. The gates, oh my god, I'm going to get wet. I'm going to end up with pneumonia before the end of next week. My nose is all blocked up again. Catch you later, guys.